Hello viewers, me and team here. Welcome back to Let's Play Civ 4, super duper easy mode, Immortal map, supposedly. So, yeah, so far it's looking not too bad, as I am on top already, and that is always a good position to be located in. This looks bad, I might lose this city. I'm really not excited about that. That would cause me a happiness hit, among other things. Really don't want to reload about it, but I'm not happy. We'll just leave it that way. Yeah, not a fan of reloading, unless, the game just screws me. In which case, I'll do it. Also, once in a while in single player, when I'm just mucking around and not paying attention to AIs, I will occasionally reload that too. Like, if I could have begged for gold and didn't, okay, fine, I'll do that. But for the most part, not a big fan of reloading. Ooh, I could also... Man, I just have so many places I could effectively settle. And yeah, I'm working on improved tiles here. That's not really great. You know what? Here. Take the gold. As you have tiles to work. So that's fine. Maybe... Okay, they're in no danger of capturing this. So what I'm going to do... Do I have any unpromoted chariots? No. It's probably a good thing, actually. I'm going to skip this guy out. Now that I have a reasonable amount of the things you need for near permanent expansion, I can afford to settle a little bit further away. And oh, here we go. Another chariot I can send out there. Good times, good times. This is a bit of a blocking city for the most part. And then I'm going to want another settler for down there. Man, I just want settlers everywhere, don't I? I will be able to send one soon. And yeah, those are actually going to benefit my economy rather than hurting it. Oh, and I get lucky. Okay. Wait a minute. How many settlers do I have? Just the one. Okay, so I must have sent him here. Oh, that's right, so I could lead with the chariot and make sure things are hunky-dory, ducky-horsey, super safe, and what have you. Alright, you can go there now. Give you orders. You obey them. That's how this relationship works. And yeah, you can actually just hang out there. I think I want to keep this new chariot in arm's reach of of this forward city. So I will do that. I guess I'll just send this guy over here. At this point, I'm looking pretty good against the barbarians, though. We're having fewer and fewer of the situations where one unlucky outcome can screw me over. And that's the only phase of barbarians I really dislike, is when you have a situation like that. By the way, this city's looking better now that I've iron there. I guess you can just... yeah, we're just setting up roads for when I get a border pop. You finish that. Oh man. Well, I guess we can sneak another worker settler combo. This city. You know what? We'll do it like this. We'll get started on some scientists. And oh yeah, I haven't even built the ability to do that in that city yet. That's right, because I've been going just mass cities, and because of the amount of commerce we have available, I really haven't been forced to deviate from that plan at all. And yeah, we're just going to let the good old German archer take care of that nonsense. Screw that noise. Okay. I guess I wanted that sugar. Nothing wrong with the sugar. I think I have yet another settler. Oh, wait, what? I don't have him waypointed or anything, do I? Okay, so you can do another worker settler as well. Yes, workers plus settlers plus military when you have good tiles. Very, very powerful. If you don't have good tiles, one of your alternatives is to stay smaller and try to set up a fast teching empire sooner. And by utilizing that, you can probably get away with it anyway, and then capture good land later once it becomes more cost effective to do so from the AI. And we almost have a border pop here. So yeah, I have 1, 2, 3 calendar resources, like I've said in previous videos. Yeah, that's great. We'll just reiterate again. So we're looking pretty good. In addition to 3, we have 2 minerals, so that's plus 5 happiness, and then 2 camp resources plus 7 happiness. If I just get all these cities settled, Amsterdam is going to go crazy. So that's our immediate goal here. Wow. Oh, one more thing I want to do is make sure I'm not missing out on like strong seafood. The answer to that is no. Really wasn't expecting it to be the case, so whatever. And yeah, let's just get the city planted. This one's going to be a little slow because I don't have workers out here. But it does deny it to the AI. After I get a border pop here from this city and this city, I've effectively walled the AI from settling into my immediate territory. And considering I'm already first in land before these border pops, it's looking really good for me in this game right now. Not gonna lie. This is kind of getting a little bit on the crazy side. And do I want this? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Because I can use the iron to bang out the granary a little sooner after I get a workboat, and then I will go to the lighthouse. How do the Koreans feel about me? Yeah, they like me. They're an easy target. I don't really see a need to go after them early, though. And that's the thing. People like rushing on these difficulties, but unless you can do so very cost effectively, rushing is like a recipe for screwing up your game, honestly. Because there's so much good land here. If you rush, you're necessarily going to give up some land to either Zara or Bismarck. And rushing protective? No. Or, you know, what if I rush one of these guys? Well, then they're really far away. That slows you down from your economic development a whole lot. Really not a lot of benefit, no matter what you do, in terms of rushing. So, I'm not a fan. Other people might have their own opinions about it, but I'm not a fan of it. And alright, we're already working the scientists, huh? Good times. Okay, so how many settlers do I have queued up? 1, 2, 3. How many cities do I have left to settle? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cities to settle still. So I'm going to want another one somewhere. Yeah, I'll give it to them. Again, you know, when you have this many cities, there's no reason to take a risk when they ask you for something and you give it to them. If you refuse, they might start plotting war on you. If you don't refuse, well, they won't, most likely. And it improves relations. Really not a lot of downside to giving Zara that technology. Some people already have it. He doesn't have a lot to trade me. I'm already blowing this game out in terms of technology. So, you know, shooting him down, really not going to help me much. And hey, I get a corn pile until the barbs decide they want to pillage it. More importantly, though, is if I can culture press this city before the AI can capture it. That would be much better. And yeah, you'll notice now my income is starting to reduce. You know what? That's fine. I might be able to sneak a trade for monarchy if I can pick something like that up. Maybe I'll even be able to beg someone for priesthood, and that'll allow me to vault to monarchy. Maybe trade some calendar for it, trade something for it. Alright, remove jungle. We'll start mining that soon. Yeah, get some sugar hooked up. This is looking rather amazing. And yeah, there's still a bunch of archers there, so... You know what I could use after this chariot is to stop building chariots and start building swordsmen, which can fight archers in cities much better than chariots can do. Alright. And yeah, I've kind of put off this too long. Let's not put that off any longer. These guys really aren't doing anything too important, so we're going to run them up here and start on some farms. Please don't keep prompting me to redo the tile improvements constantly, game. That's frustrating. Yeah, 4 attackers, 4 defenders, not ideal, but we can bolster that with some help. And yep, gems will be hooked up soon. That is extremely powerful. We'll be up to 8 and 9 very soon. So we'll just go ahead and continue to build things that boost our cottages and our capital. And I was going to tile share the corn, that's right. Wasn't I going to settle here to do that? I was. That's right, I undid the sea because the other city. Man, so many good cities. So many. And in this case, we'll just clear this. Finish the mine soon, yes. Alright, finish cottaging the capital. You, on the other hand, can start building the road down to the fur. And yeah, I guess I should just start preemptively farming and improving the tiles in these filler cities. We actually aren't that far. Hang on. Would you spare this for a good friend? Why, thank you.
The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make
Yeah, look at
his
that.
face to shine upon you
So
and
I'm
be
going to
gracious
put a
you.
little bit of
The
research
Lord lift up
into
his
monarchy.
countenance upon you and give you peace.
Shouldn't take much, and then they should be willing to trade it favorably to me at that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can get it from him, no problem. Even if he wants both techs, screw it, I'll give them to him. He's small. I'll be able to destroy him eventually without any problems, even if he gets a bit of a tech lead. But it looks like it's the Incans who have that. But they're small. Oh man, are they small. So they're not really a long-term threat as a result either. No, and this is why I like my road networks. Screw off, barbs. Now that we're this late in the game, it's going to be much more difficult for the barbarians to screw me, as you are seeing right now. Yep, remove jungle. We will very soon have even more happiness resources. Lots of luxuries. Resources can really make a game for you if you get them. And yes, you know what? I'll switch both. This gives me some favorable relations with the Incans, which otherwise he would not like me because I'm not running I'm not running his religion. But this will help offset the heathen religion thing with him. And it also just gives me more happiness. It's not something I like relying on a lot, although I am financial, so I can get away with spamming a respectable amount of cottages. But even so, I don't like relying on hereditary rule to grow a whole lot because you have to pay for those units in maintenance. And that can get a little bit rough. It starts really making the time it takes to pay back your investment much longer. Whereas if you have other sources available, then by all means use them. Huh, rice. I'm not sure if I have rice. I don't think I do. Might want to trade for it. Yeah, grains are the best health resource to trade for because you're going to have a granary in every city for the most part. So a granary, if you have a grain, is worth 2 health. One for the grain itself and one for the granary. That's pretty nice. And it's something you want to take advantage of when you can do so. And do I have this cleared? No, but I will soon. And then next up are the stuff that you get with, what is it, grocers? Yes, grocers. So sugar, wine, spices, those things give health with a grocer. Those are your next resources, unless you have a coastal city, in which case you want harbor resources for seafood. It's really situational. But regardless, those are the things you really want to prioritize. And look at this. This is going to be crazy strong in the near future. And I don't even have bureaucracy yet, or an academy. Once I get an academy plus bureaucracy, this is going to be absolutely obscene. And okay, build a farm. Yep, Germans capture that. That'll cause some border tensions. I have no problems with the border tensions amongst the AI. Although, oh, they went Christian. Interesting. But yeah, I'm keeping right up with the leading AI in terms of cities and population and tech and really everything, because the AI is not playing this very well. Yes, get that online, get this online. I could start whipping now. Are there any cities? This one stands out as me. It's one I would probably want to whip because it's working on improved tiles. Most of these cities are not working on improved tiles and are not really viable candidates to be whipped, surprisingly. And how far am I away from culture pressing this thing to death? I would rather capture the city and unlock Heroic Epic, honestly. It's just such a good national wonder. It's hard to pass it up. 100% hammers on something. I don't have marble, unfortunately, but I do have stone. I'm not sure if I hooked up the stone yet. Probably do want to hook up the stone before I go anything crazy like Oxford builds. Actually, Oxford's not crazy, but building Oxford without stone when you have stone would be crazy. That would be craziness. What are we doing here? Yeah, they're really not that threatening. This is going to turn into a slaughterhouse sometime around rifling, I have a feeling. Look at that. I'm going to have currency and calendar in the BCs with minimal trades at that. And yeah, we've largely defeated the barbarians with our own culture and AI's help. Always got to outsource the barbarians to the AI if possible. But they do start with archers and unit spam, so you might as well take advantage. Let the AI do the work. Another way I like to let the AI do the work, and something I've been doing lately, is gifting cities back to vassals after capitulating them. Hopefully I can showcase that in this game. Not sure if my vassals will be useful enough. You saw it a little bit in, I believe, the Phoenix Rising game I did with the Germans, I want to say. I'm not certain. I believe it was Frederick. You saw a little bit of it there, but if you gift cities back to vassals, they instantly get those 2 units per liberation. They like you a bit more, and more importantly, they have a chance of actually doing something worthwhile. All those things, big reasons to consider gifting a city back to a vassal. Now let's go ahead and get these things settled quickly. Yay, we have improved cow. Yep, just improve all these jungle tiles. A little bit thick here. I guess I'll want to get a library going there. I was going to whip here, so I'll go ahead and do that. What are we up to now? Oh my god, such a ridiculous amount of cities.
Everything is worth what is.
And we're not even suffering for it economically. Look at this. This is obscene. Yeah, I could have gone for wonders or something. I'd rather just get the cities. Go ahead and wait with him. Yeah, you can build a mine there. Roads. Of course they have city garrison. Yay, I got a win. Now I can put City Raider 2 on that guy and try and get a medic and heal him up. Although I don't really need a medic since I have friendly territory. Okay, lots of settlers in transit, or at least one. No, I have 3. So I need to figure out where they're going to make a decision on where to put this guy. He's headed here. I have 1 there. You can take this site. And I think that should about do it for settlers for me. Now, do I want to build markets? Fur, ivory, silk, and whale are the resources that markets boost. So I have fur and ivory. That's probably good enough considering I'll get some gold benefit too. I am running a bit low of a slider. I can't reliably gouge the AI for gold right now. Okay, I'm sold. I'm sold. We'll actually go for a bit of time today on the timer, as so I can get us through the BC era and into the 80s. Because, yeah, why not? Why not? Stalin! Here. Stalin is a warmonger. I forget whether he's 30 or 35 unit prob, but he will plot war at pleased. He is an aggressive guy. There's really not a lot good to say about him in real life or in the game, so yep, it's Stalin. But he's bottoming out the chart, so and he's backwards as all get out, already behind, so I'm not too worried. But I'm not really thrilled to see him either. And yeah, I'll heal up in 2 turns, thanks to having this be my own culture territory. Alright, then carry on. How is this city holding up? It might because of the hill bonus to the archers. I do want to capture the other one though, like I said. Trying to reach 10 experience in the process for the plus 100%. Man, look at that. We got pop 12 and we are climbing. Well, once I hook up additional luxuries, that is. Oh, I'm about to settle fur. Okay, so that'll be an additional plus 1. And then the market will be plus 2. Yeah, okay. Oh, oh. Yet another thing to always be mindful of is that you can trade for resources, and higher level AI more likely to have resources sooner, so keep your eye on that. Is this worth whipping? Yeah, probably. Probably worth the whip. Most of these cities aren't, and I'm not building settlers anywhere else, right? I do want to wait to civil service to bother settling this city. Maybe, yeah, I'm actually going to bring it over 1. It's 1 less good grassland to farm, but I get another hill, and I should have enough food to work its tiles. Alright. So, tile share? Yes. Yeah, we're gonna take some food from the good old cap here. Yep. Is that gonna hurt me? No, not really. There's still plenty of food in the capital. I think at this point we want to start switching cottages into this main city, though. Take advantage of that. Got some floodplains farmed up. We're doing all right. So much worker micro. I really can't wait until I can get away with just automating them soon. It is a lot of work to micro tons and tons of workers on a bajillion cities. It's hard to play with so many cities, guys. Yeah, try saying that in multiplayer. See how people appreciate it. I do sometimes on the Saturday weekend games. I can't resist the urge sometimes, but then sometimes I don't have those cities, and it gets done back to me. What can you do? What can you do? Not talk trash! Oh, well, that's impossible. So, I don't want to hear that one. Yeah, I guess I'll just continue wearing out the archers and hoping I get lucky enough to retain my City Raider sword. There we go. Not bad at all. These cities are rough. They will be good. When you have that much green land to farm, even if you don't have a resource, the city does eventually become good. The problem is it just takes longer, so they're not early settling priorities, but they are useful to settle eventually. Even this guy here is going to be useful to settle eventually. So I'm just going to spam workers and all these tiles and get them going. I don't really care about the order. These cities aren't going to grow fast enough for that to matter. So just save myself the effort moving it. Okay. Seriously? Thank you. Can we not work on improved tiles, please? Yeah. Okay. Settle that up. And again, 3 hills, not too bad. And then I'll be able to draft out of it eventually too. How long until I border pop? Forever. So this city I can't reliably border pop. This one I might be able to pull that off. It depends how quickly Zara takes it. If they hold off this particular attack and they're odds on to do so, then nope, nope, nope. No, I don't really want to trade currency for polytheism. Oh yeah, yeah, they'll probably hold. They just killed one of his units. Nope, not so good for Zara, but good for me. Good for me. That's probably enough swords from this city. I'll go ahead and pump some culture here. Try and keep my cow against the Korean culture pressure. Not that I'm too worried. And oh yes, here we go. Finally got our great scientist. That's going to be a huge lift to the capital, considering the amount that I've grown it already. Well, I mean, it's all relative. People have had like pop 20 capitals by 280. And I'm not going to be anywhere near that. But given the amount of special hammer investment I needed to reach pop 13, and also given that I can get past pop 13, not doing too badly. Especially since those pop 20 capitals are usually not, they're usually not cottaged. There we go. Yeah, down to 20%, but even at 20%, still making 60 beakers to turn, viewers. And it's only going to get crazier as I start getting courthouses and other things built. Okay, get that done. Farm here. And yeah, a lot of these cities you're like, oh, being team, why aren't you cottaging with financial? Well, I like having some production even when I'm financial. Oh my god, the world is round. I never knew. And these filler junk cities, they're going to let me whip things like Oxford out sooner and make my bureaucracy capital better, which I think is a more important priority personally. Now, interestingly, I could probably take advantage of organized religion. So we'll go that route. By running it too, Ramesses like me, and I don't have to worry about war from him either. Although my immediate neighbors like me, in terms of Zara and Wong there. Bismarck is technically an immediate neighbor. He doesn't like me, but I'm willing to bet he has closer fish to fry. I don't know about bigger, but closer. Oh no, he's only cautious towards Wong. That's problematic. I could actually see war from him unless I do something to get him pleased. Interesting. Of course, I could always just quickly tech feudalism and wall the hell out of him with archers or longbows.
To bring about the
It'd be
rule of
better to have a
righteousness in
hill
the
city
land
for that,
so that the
such
strong
as
do
Hurrian.
not harm the weak.
Although he would probably launch from here, so I'd have to worry about that city as well. Interesting. Well, let's just hope he doesn't declare on me, huh? That would be nice. Oh, you can make it. Yes! Yes, he can. And that will give me Heroic Epic unlocked. And now, before the AI snipes this off of me, go ahead and grab that with my chariots. Same build. Now with courthouses worked in. And I have spare chariots left over, so we shall use them to garrison these newer plants that are as of yet undefended. But for the most part, we should be in good shape now. Maybe I'll take the swords down there and try to sneak a city. Do I really want to self-tech poly, or can I trade something and get the gold? It's just not a lot of gold. And these AIs are really suffering without things like code and currency. I don't want them to have them. Okay. We'll just not trade. Look at that. When I max out, I got 250 beakers a turn. I just can't afford it. Craziness.
Not at all similar are the
All
race
right.
of the immortal gods.
And this is a
and the
pretty
race
good
of
metric.
men
How
who
much
walk upon the
total
earth.
pop you have, viewers. Be mindful of the amounts that I have here, because it's it goes a long way in terms of saying how well you're doing. Not just number of cities, but number of pop you have in those cities is a fairly good indicator of your empire's economic strength. So Despite that I'm a little bit hurting for science slider percentage right now, I'm still not in the complete red, so that's useful. And I have a lot of pop, and that's going to equate to a lot of economic power in the very near future as a result. Go ahead and farm. Oh, nope. You should be chopping, not farming. All right. So we are at to 180. This has gone on a little bit longer, but let's take a look at not settings. Oh my God. See, this is why Fractal is junk, and any map script that allows this to either the human or AI is junk. There is no way in hell I should have 21% of the world's land right now without war. Now, this is something you more typically see in the hands of an AI like Surrey or Catherine or maybe Johnny, Joao of the Portuguese. But in this case, I have it. And it's kind of depressing because this is a bit of a blowout already. It'll be fun. Maybe I'll skip ahead a bit, honestly, or skip to a useful time in the future so that this video series in particular isn't as long. Because this is a bit of a warm-up in terms of the Let's Play while playing. This is just ridiculous. You have so much land. And more so than anything else, being able to control over a fifth of the world's land when there are 7 civs and you're supposed to be averaging around 14% is just ridiculous. And it's going to show. I mean, I have over 50% more land than I should have. I'm going to get even more when I get border pops. Absolutely obscene. So, okay, here's the plan, viewers. After monotheism, going civil service, then education, then liberalism. I will trade for defensive technologies like feudalism and whatever else I can get. I'll probably work in drama and literature somewhere on that path as well, just whenever I feel like it. And, yeah, then I'll go over to rifling. And if I get to live first, I'll live nationalism. It certainly looks like I'm going to get to live first at this point. Live nationalism. Draft a bunch of rifles, go curb stomping on some people, and win that way. So, depending on what happens, if I get declared on, maybe I'll show it. If I don't, then I'll meet you somewhere around this time period, because there really isn't much to say about the interceding time, and I'll try to add in commentary what I did retrospectively. I'll try to balance it out so you guys realize what I did throughout the game. But those of you who've been following my series for a long time, you've seen this out of me before. So I'm not going to rehash every little thing in terms of the buildings. I will be taking advantage of organized religion in this game to build more infrastructure. And there's really nothing stopping me from just whipping in non-cottage cities the infrastructure I need, slow building it in the few commerce cities I do have, and just steamrolling the map. So I will see you guys next time. The Me and Team signing off.